Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabanson, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. So let's get straight into this. So yesterday, we had the Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals, and the San Antonio Spurs beat the living hell out of the Oklahoma City Thunder. It wasn't even close. They beat them by damn near 30 points. It was not even close at all. I think they beat them by like 27 or something like that. It was a pretty big blowout. And Victor had a bounce back game, although it wasn't just him. But if we're looking at Victor Wembanyama, who didn't really have such a standout game 5, he came back and he really bounced back. In this game, he finished the game with 28 points, 3 blocks, 2 steals, 10 rebounds, 2 assists on 47% shooting from the floor. He made 4 of his 9 3-point attempts, although I think that's a lot of threes, but he did that in 28 minutes. So he basically didn't even play the fourth quarter. And you had other players step up, like what's the guy here? Stephon Castle played well, 17 points, 9 assists, 1 steal, only 1 turnover. That's really good. Dylan Harper, he had 18 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. And Julian Champagne, he played well. Vassell played well as well. But if we look at this, the Oklahoma City Thunder side, you had guys that chipped in, like Chet Holmgren had a double-double. Hartenstein had 10 points, 5 rebounds. Jared McCain had 13 points. But the person that really stands out is SGA. So SGA scored 15 points with a blocks plus minus of -28 on 33% shooting from the field. And I think it's time we say what needs to be said. SGA is not playing like an MVP. If you look at this series, it is clear to see that the most impactful player, and I would say the best player in this series, is Victor Wembanyama. I mean, it's just clear to see, right? It's just clear to see. Now, SGA won the MVP. I said that Victor should have been the MVP all along. I congratulated SGA when he won, but I still thought that Victor deserved it. But one thing we've noticed about SGA is simply this. He is a totally different player if he cannot get to the free throw line. And last night, the officials were letting them play. They were letting them play physical basketball, and SGA he just became an average player. And by the way, for some context, this game in Game 6 is the lowest scoring game SGA has had this entire year. And one of the people that seems to be taking notice of this trend, which is if SGA is not getting to the free throw line, he's just not the same player. That's Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe essentially said on Nightcap last night that SGA is not an MVP caliber guy if he's not getting to the free throw line at will. But before we even get into what Shannon had to say, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, PrizePicks. All right, guys, the regular season is wrapped up and the NBA playoffs are finally here, and there's no better way to cash in on all of the high-flying hoop action than PrizePicks, a preferred partner of the NBA. Every bucket, every dime, every win means when you're making lineups on PrizePicks. And here's something you didn't want to sleep on. PrizePicks has the Do It Live 2026 NBA Finals sweepstakes going on right now. Make a $5 lineup with at least one live NBA player pick during the playoffs, and you could win a trip for 2 to the NBA Finals. That alone is reason enough to check out PrizePicks right now. I've been making lineups on the Celtics and Lakers players, and it makes watching the playoffs so much more fun. It's simple. Just pick more or less on player projections across basketball, baseball, hockey, and more. You can even pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup with stacks. And if your picks get off to a hot start, cash out early with easy payouts before the game even ends. PrizePicks is now available in all 50 states. Download the PrizePicks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, a preferred partner of the NBA. Okay, perfect. So what we want to do is play what Shannon had to say here. I want you guys to listen to it, and we're going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to Shannon Sharpe here.
The type of effort you're going to have to take on the road. And you see the difference, Joe? You see the difference when they don't, every time Shane look at somebody, they blow the whistle. You see this?
Yeah.
You see the difference?
Yeah.
When he's shooting 3-4 free throws. Now he's still, he gonna fall. Now he gonna shoot a shot and fall.
Yeah.
If I didn't know better, hell, I thought the snipers had got it. I was like, damn, bro, can you stay up? Why you keep falling every time you shoot the ball? You like one of them fainting goats. I'm like, well, damn. And look at this. They are how many free throws? 12 free throws tonight. They were 11 to 12, 92%. The other team, if you can keep them off the line and they don't call every time because Shay's gonna sell everything.
Yeah.
Say he has a store that sells everything. He doesn't have all I sell is veggies. All I sell is couches. That joke will sell auto parts. He sell couches. He sell veggies. He sell produce. It doesn't matter.
Hey, but notice tonight, Uncle Joe, as physical as the game was, the ref held the whistle a little bit. The ref let the boys play ball tonight.
They should.
The game of basketball is physical. The game of basketball in the playoffs is even that much more physical. Now we've seen the ref, be a little whistle happy. Tonight he letting the boys play until the fouls were egregious, and you have no choice but to call it.
Hey, and you got to give San Antonio a lot of credit, bro. They never let none of them OKC guys get into a rhythm.
No,
you know what I mean? Them boys guarding, they physical. Like I said, man, they came home, did what they were supposed to do. Y'all ain't coming up in here and getting no damn win.
Nah, you're not celebrating on our court.
Oh, no, sir. No, sir. It won't happen today.
Excellent. So you heard what Shannon had to say. What are my thoughts about this? There's some truth to this. And SGA needs to step up, or rather, he better step up in Game 7 on his home court. And if he goes into one of these whole flopping marathons and all of that, you got to figure out a way to get it done, bro. SGA isn't the first player to receive a double team. He's not. But the truly great players find a way to still be effective in a game. Even if you're not scoring, you're doing other things. I remember when Kobe Bryant wasn't having a great shooting night in Game 7 of the 2010 finals, but he still had 15 rebounds. He was still playing defense. SGA doesn't even play defense. If you look at key moments in the game, they have to take him off the floor because he's a defensive liability. Really? Really? So Game 7 is upon us on Saturday, and SGA has to step up and win. Like the Thunder have to win. They're the favorites to win. They're the champs. They're on their home floor. So they have to win, and SGA has to have his imprints on that game because he's not been having a good playoffs. We just got to keep it on. Even in the round against the Lakers, it's just that the Thunder were just a overwhelmingly better, more deep team, so they were able to just pummel them. But SGA wasn't like the main reason. I think he only had 1 or 2 games in that series, or 1 game when he scored over 30 points. So it is clear to see that if the refs let these guys play and don't send them to the free throw line for every ticky-tack foul, and they don't bite on those falling on the floor and the flailing and the flopping, he's a totally different player, and he's not an MVP. He's not an MVP caliber player. He's a good player, but not an MVP caliber NBA player, and that's pretty telling. So Game 7 is on SGA. It's on his home court. You're the 2-time back-to-back regular season MVP. You're the final MVP. Victor Wembanyama is the challenger. He's only been in the NBA for 3 years. This is his first time in the playoffs. You got to step up and really show that, hey, we're still in charge here, and I'm going to bring this team home and lead us to the NBA Finals. So it's on SGA. These are my thoughts. And the question that the audience I have is, do you think SGA is a different player when he doesn't get free throws?